Hey family, what's going on? Mid Morning Soul here, and I'm dressed up because I had some business to take care of. But I'm back, and I know it's been a while since I've uploaded videos, but I probably have a three-parter today because a lot of stuff has happened. But my main thing with this video is that I wanted to talk about SGDQ this past week. It ended pretty much tomorrow. It'll be 1 week from when it ended. For me, it was like Sunday morning. So it might be a little more or less, but it's been a week, right? And, you know, of the 5 years that I've watched GDQ marathons, the two big ones, SGDQ, Summer Games Done Quick, AGDQ, Awesome Games Done Quick, is that I wanted to kind of like, put this out there, like, my feelings, whatever, on how the last day was kind of handled in retrospect to like when I first watched a GDQ or just a GDQ marathon. So let's just get this up out of the way. SGDQ 2019, the last day, y'all, the shilling was a bit much. I understand it's for charity, but the fact that the last run, mind you, and this is just one piece of the puzzle. The last run, which was a 100% run of Chrono Trigger by Puexel, in which we had to donate $250,000, or no, I think it was get to 2 million. And they rerouted it so that, okay, if we don't meet it up front, Puexel can just go any percent and then change mid-route. So, okay, he did all that, and what do I want to say? Yeah, the ending was a bit much, and not in a good way. Like, usually I'm all for charity work, whatever. But the fact that we donated to get to 2 million, and it's a collective effort. If you subscribe, you donated your bits, you donated money from your account, actual money from your account. We all collected the price to get Puexel's Chrono Trigger run to 100%, right? Okay, the run was going all right. And I'll admit, I fell asleep like in the middle of it. Because, hell, that's very late at night. I think, like towards the middle of it, it was around like 11, 12 o'clock in the morning. So I'm awakened by all this hype. Okay. People screaming, let's get to 3 million. Let's get to 3 million. And then I'm seeing Puexel. He can't even explain himself or his couch, whatever. None of them can explain because everybody's screaming about the donation ticker nearing $3 million. I'm thinking, then why the fuck did we pay for a 100% run only to be screaming over the speed run? You don't have to be quiet, but like they were just screaming during the final boss for everybody, like, to the donation ticket to hit 3 million. then it's like, fuck it. We should have, we shouldn't have, like, we should have just left it at any percent and then just watch the fucking donation ticker. Like, come on, you might as well do that, because I find that to be kind of, a bit much. I'm not gonna say disrespectful, because, like, it's charity. Like, yeah, it's for charity. And, Puexel and the couch were being good about it. They were being good sports. He is not a stranger to closing out GDQ. He's done so before. And I've seen, like, some of them. Usually the last run, I don't watch them. They're too long. Pretty sure if we were to compare, like, the Chrono Trigger run from last week to, he's done, I think, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy IX in combo with some other speedrunners like Essentia and, gosh, I forgot that other runner's name. Sorry. But, like, he's done, like, a co-op run with them and all that other stuff. So, that's only one piece of the puzzle. Like, all that screaming towards the end. And mind you, it's probably not the first time Chrono Trigger is on GDQ. It's probably been on there before. But, and I can understand, like, some people are like, well, I already seen this. I don't need to see it. Like, let's watch the donation ticker. So it's like, even from somebody who, like, wasn't really looking forward, like, I really was, like, indifferent to watching that speed run. That's hella, I'll just say it is disrespectful. Like, that's all y'all are doing. Like, if you're gonna, like, I can only understand if you're, like, within $10,000. They were screaming from, I'm not sure. I don't know when the hell they were screaming. But, like, maybe within $10,000, I guess so. But basically, you could tell they wanted to say stuff, but they couldn't, because the crowd and the host at the time, all they was worried about was the damn donation ticker. And it's like, come on, man. Really? 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 Like, I'm like, if you're gonna do that, then, like, let me do any percent. Let me freaking finish my run. Y'all, because they also, this is another part that I'm gonna explain. Like, they do have stall tactics. And it's like, that the incentive will probably get met if it gets pushed hard enough. And by pushed hard enough, I mean, like, if it's constantly being mentioned, like, through donations, through the host, on the splash screen when they're transitioning, it's gonna get met. So it's like, to just be screaming, I mean, like, I can understand if y'all are screaming for the runner, and the runner did something cool, and the runner has time to explain stuff. But if y'all are gonna just scream over donations just to get to a number, then it's like y'all lost your way, I feel. Because, like, you're not really caring for your speedrunners to give them that courtesy, Like, the floor is theirs. When you accept the speedrunners' run and they're able to come on stage, they have the floor. I mean, like, I don't know if Puexel and them allowed it or whatever, but I mean, y'all are just screaming for donations to come in, and it's like, are you just doing that to say, oh yeah, we raised over $3 million? Or, oh, we raised money, we raised some money, but we're going to get a cut of it, you know? And, like, come on, from a business standpoint, even in a charitable, you know, function, people have to get paid. People have to get paid, you know. So that money, not all that money is going to go towards Doctors Without Borders. And forgive me, y'all, if, like, my voice is going in and out. I have been talking all damn morning, and my voice quits when it wants to. But yeah, that's one really big piece of the puzzle, is like that damn shilling. Like, come on. How they have the layout for the stream, I don't know if you could maybe make that bigger. Because how I usually watch Twitch, and like how I watch GDQ is on my TV. And I couldn't even see the incentives on the bottom, across the horizontal plane on the bottom. Like, it's that small. I don't see why not adding like a specific headliner feature, maybe on the top, and then maybe like compress the layout a little for that top running headliner, stating that, okay, the next big incentive, like for a mystery game, bonus game, whatever, to elongate a existing run, going from any percent to 100%, whatever, like have that on the top, so that, and then let people know like that way, so you're not constantly talking about it. It's like, okay, we get it. Let the speedrunner have the floor. I mean, like, sometimes it was bearable because it wasn't done too much. But at other times, and usually on the finale day, they're really trying to push and get those final donations in. And so it's like, like, okay, we get it. We know that Ocarina of Time, any percent is coming up. We're getting donations in. But the urgency in which they were broadcasting were like, no, you gotta do it now. Now. We need those donations for Ocarina of Time. Do you want SGDQ to last longer? Put it in. Now. You know, it's like, okay, it's probably going to get met irregardless. But I guess you wanted to do it as soon as possible. And yeah, y'all, it was a bit much. And then another thing, the prices on some of these incentives are so fucking ridiculous. It gets met, but I'm wondering, like, at what cost, really? So, Ocarina of Time, I just mentioned, that was on the finale from last week, and it was an any percent run. So, for around a 20-minute run, how much would you think that would go for? 25,000? 50,000? Maybe 75? No. They wanted six figures. They wanted 300,000 for a 20-minute run. Not even 20 minutes, y'all. 17 minutes. Make that make sense to me. I think somebody did the math and it was like $2,100 per minute. I don't know if that math is right, but I don't have time to verify it. But yeah, like y'all stall for like that amount of time going in between like games and stuff. Like if you see an incentive for a mystery game hasn't been met, you'll stall. You'll be like, so who's hyped for blah blah blah? And yeah, y'all just say that like over and over, and you just waiting for that incentive to get met. Y'all have no problem stalling the show, whatever. And I mean like a legitimate stall. Like they don't have a interview, video. They played out their ads already. You know what I'm saying? Like they legitimately stalling. So it's like if you have time to stall, why not do a bonus stream like you did in the past? You know, it's like, why not kind of like go back to your old ways, make it more organic? We get that, okay, you want to beat your record. You're probably always going to want to beat your record. But the way to go about this is just to make it longer. And you know, I mean, the stall tactics, I tolerate it up until a certain point because actually the stall tactics weren't as bad as like that one time. I don't know. I forget if it was 2016 or 17. But I remember like during like a incentive that was not met, and they kept saying, "Oh, hail the demon chocobo." I forgot what the fuck that was. If somebody can remind me, I'd appreciate that. But it was a legitimate stall. Like, no interview. I don't think they were doing interviews at the time either. But it was like, y'all just gonna have the audience cam, whatever, and stall, and like legit stall. Like, you know that person's ready to go. Next speedrunner is ready to go, and you're just stalling, basically. So, I mean, stall tactics it's still part of the puzzle. It's still part of the puzzle, y'all. But it's not as big as like the shilling, like the finale shilling. And yeah, the prices they want for some incentives, and then the time frame. Like, if you're gonna ask these giant ass prices, you gotta do it in the beginning of the day, not like 2 hours before the supposed time slot comes up. Like, that's like, yeah, not a good thing. So I don't know. Like, it's just SGDQ, AGDQ. GDQ Express is like a micronized form of the two big events. So it's not too much to say about Express. Like, it's a slice of GDQ. So, whatever. I mean, the charity work is phenomenal. They should keep doing it. Keep going. The only thing is that, yeah, I think you're letting the numbers give you that kind of power trip, and really it's like you need to kind of get your feet planted back on the solid earth, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I've seen many comments of people who were disappointed, or, you know, they were like, past GDQ was better, and like, I don't know what's going on with GDQ. It used to be better than this, now it's not. But I hate to kind of be on that same train of, man, past GDQ is better than what's on now. Because I want y'all to have a good experience here in Florida, in Orlando. I really want y'all to do good, do great things. I don't know what charity you're going for in Orlando, but, you know, just the shilling, especially on finale day, the shilling got to come down a little bit, especially to the point where if the speedrunner loses, you know, the floor, and I'm pretty sure, like, they, you know, because I even heard somebody try to speak during that whole, like, ruckus or whatever, and I may have said $10,000, but maybe even like $5,000. Like, within $5,000 of $3 million raised, sure, whoop it up. I don't care. But when you're like screaming over the entire final boss of a fight, and if nobody had anything to say, well, it just is what it is. But usually during a final fight, people have a lot to say, and sometimes they even make their closing remarks. So, I mean, hey, Quexel and gang, y'all, you know, did a solid, keeping it calm, professional, just playing. But I could understand if you know, if you felt some sort of way, and, you know, it just blew out of proportion. I will say ESA will be coming up later on this month, I believe. So I'll definitely check that out when I can. Hopefully they have some, you know, good games going on. Yeah, once you start to see, like, for over 3 years, like, once you start to see repeated game after game after game, like a repetition, like, they do have specialized blocks, and sometimes, like, it gets repetitive, but, you know, I mean, it is what it is. It is a business. It's a business on good implications, but sometimes you can get lost along the way. And, you know, are you really doing this because you're passionate about charity? Why not do Extra Life? Why not do games centered around, you know, using charities centered around using video games to help, you know, help with children that are unfortunate, military veterans, you know, like, branch out to other charities. It doesn't have to be the same two charities over and over and over. Like, I don't know. That's just me. Or Make-A-Wish. I don't know. Like, it's just amazing. Like, you know, once you're set in your ways about how to conduct this an event, that, you know, once you see the rolling success, then you kind of lose your way. And that's how I feel with GDQ. They're kind of losing their way. And yeah, I mean, if you're interested, there's other videos out there. Some really kind of hit below the belt. Others, they're just objective, and they just give you the facts. And you know, that's the beauty of YouTube. There's a whole bunch of hodgepodge. Let me know in the comment section below if you really feel some sort of way. Just do it in a respectable manner. I mean, I can understand difference of opinion. And yeah, folks, I mean, it's feeling like, you know, because of the sponsorships, like these speed runners, they don't get to showcase themselves, which is a shame. And there's other, you know, topics within the speed community that are brought up, and they spark a little bit more spicy debate. But, you know, go on and search out there and you'll see what I'm talking about. But that's going to do it for this video, folks. I'm going to go ahead and change to something more comfortable. Got two, count them, two more videos to shoot. And they're not going to be as, I guess, hammy or whatever as this video was. But yeah, had to dress for the occasion. We're talking business. And yeah, I'll be seeing you very shortly if you're interested. If not, appreciate you stopping on by. Do what you want to, view what you want to, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.